For tonight's big kick-off, it is the first night that we lead into the Global Champions League playoffs. This is what it has been all about all season. Not only completing that series championship, but this is where they come for that huge prize pot. 11 million euros of prize fund is on offer here this week. It's brought the best of the best to this one spot. The majority of the world's top 10 competing here this week, alongside some most familiar faces from the Global Champions League throughout the season, all brought to here in one melting pot, this cauldron of entertainment, brilliance and sport. Alongside me are two of those big players in there. Michael van der Vliet, good to see you. Michael, welcome back to Prague. And Niels Brinseels alongside me as well, part of the home team, the Prague Lions. Now, last year, an amazing event for everybody taking part. Michael, for you, winning team here, Madrid in motion. We're going to take a look at a few of the images of last year, but what were some of the things that you remember generally about last year, the event? Is it all a bit of a haze, or was it?
Yeah, okay. If we think and look back on the things from last year, I think it was a very excited competition. You saw everything that can happen in our sport, even with the good riders, the good horses. Things went wrong, and on the end we came out as a winner here, and that was I remember that was a great feeling.
And for you, I mean, you don't get much chance. We can see a few of the images, not just the sport, but the entertainment here as well. And we were talking about it beforehand, about a great show to bring the family to.
Yeah, I think it's something different than that we are used to. You know, I think it's a real show with all the lightnings and the things we normally don't see so often through the year. And I think that makes it nice for us as a rider, but also for the family, I think, and for the supporters.
Now we're seeing all sorts of images in there, the crowd going wild, the fences going in all directions, like you said, and a little bit of celebration between you and Dad there as well, it looked like. You're taking it back to last year's competition. How did you feel in that final? Do you remember much of last year's final when you got to that final stage, the final six, and you were in the leading position?
Yeah, good. I must say we were all really into the game. I think it was really about focusing, knowing your horse, and just try to not make any mistakes. And I think we had the right horses last year with the right experience, and I think that was something that we also needed here, because you saw some green horses who passed the jump, and that was, if everything counts, that would be
It makes a big difference.
Exactly, and no, good. It's nice.
It was nice. We're seeing some of those images there, bringing back many memories.
Yeah, of course. It was one of the victories, I think, that we will never forget, and because now I know it's not gonna happen so often. I mean, between this group of riders, between these group of horses, it's not often that everything falls on the right direction for us, and it's a victory that we think about for a long time.
Now, it's been a very different season this year. Last year you came into these finals in 10th place, and you were, expectations were you were not sure about, I guess, from that point.
No, we were not sure, but at the same time we also knew that that we could have a good chance. I mean, because we have the good riders and the right horses, and we were really, maybe that's why we were extra focused on this on this event last year. This year we had a little bit of better season, but still we are to the point here this year.
Definitely a better season this year. You're in that top four, so you're actually not having to jump tonight. You're straight into the semi-finals. We're going to have a little look at your team composition here of who you've got. Obviously yourself, Dad on the team there, Eric van der Vliet. Then we've got Eduardo and Mark McCauley, the team here this year. Yeah,
so we have a little bit of change from last year. It's the same name, also Mark. We have Mark McCauley, but he's also a great person and a good rider to have in the team. With, I think, a very with a horse with a lot of quality. So he might go in a team here as well. And tomorrow we're gonna choose for myself, my father, and Eduardo.
Yeah.
And and then hopefully we can we will be in for Sunday.
See how the final goes. Now, you mentioned Mark Houtsager was on the team then, wasn't he? Who's now on your team? Yeah. Prague Lions. You've stolen him away.
We are lucky.
Now, Prague Lions, obviously home leg for you. Now, the big thing is for you tonight, you compete tonight because if those that aren't aware, the top 4 through the series, throughout the season, all those 19 venues that we went to, 18 venues then here at the 19th, the top 4 get a bye from tonight. So it's the teams that were 5th through to 16th competing tonight. Now, you're in that group, although you finished quite high in the overall championship, but you've now got to make sure you're in the 8 that go forward from tonight through to tomorrow night. How's the team feeling?
Yeah, there is some pressure, of course. We are jumping for home crowd. I don't like to speak about it, about last year so much, but we were really unlucky last year, and so we went out after the first day. I don't want to speak about it, but okay, we have today we have a strong team, experienced riders, experienced horses, and we go for it today.
We've got an experienced team there. Let's have a look at the team that you've got here for the Prague Lions, because it is certainly a strong one from that point of view. We mentioned Mark Houtsager in there. We've also got Gerko Schroeder. We've got also there Marco Kutscher and yourself, obviously, as well. Now, tonight, Marco Kutscher is going to sit to one side, and the rest of your team, you, Mark and Gerko, are going to have a go at this one.
Yeah, that was the plan. We start today with Mark, experienced horse, Calimero. Gerko will ride Clocks Chambon.
Yeah.
I will take Gansia, so 3 horses with a lot of experience, and we really want to qualify for tomorrow.
I was going to go back to Michael's earlier point, because you've put 3 very experienced horses in there, haven't you? A 13-year-old, a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old. They've been and done it.
On paper, yes, but okay, you always have to do it, and you never know. It's a special arena, special fences. We will see today.
And from your point of view, we're going to see a few images of the season. There's been some ups and there's been some downs. Rome was a win. That was a good one. You've had some good ones behind you. What's been the memory of the season for you?
For me, we had also a 3rd place in Shanghai. We were often just off the podium, 4th, 5th, 6th place, which is good, but I think only 2 podiums or 3 podiums this year.
Yeah.
But actually we can be happy. Our horses jump good. Sometimes a little bit of luck is missing.
Yeah.
I can say. I hope this luck, what we were missing the whole year, we can get this week.
Well, that team found it here last year. So let's have a look at a few of your stats from this year, the Prague Lions. Season best, as I say, you had that win in Prague. You mentioned that top 3 finish as well. And there's all the ways that people can follow the Prague Lions as well. # Prague Lions, or you can get on Instagram, Prague Lions Official, and the same for Facebook as well. I know you've been a big part of that all the way through it, and you're getting all your fans, everybody involved in that too. Now let's also have a look at Madrid in Motion, about how your season's gone here, Mike, as well, because it, as you say, it was quite an upturn from last year.
Yeah, it was.
So we'll have a look at that one in just a second. Now, for you, while we get that, just tell me, highlight of the year for you for the whole season?
That was for me Saint-Tropez and Cannes. I think we won both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we've got the wins in there. We had 2 first place. We had a 2nd place and 2 thirds as well. And there's the ways you can follow Madrid in Motion. # Madrid in Motion, or on Instagram, Madrid in Motion. Facebook, the same, and you can follow that through. But as you say, you had the French wins. You quite liked it down in the south of France.
And together with my father, I think that was, were 2 great victories. And
that's that out of the way. Now for you, I mean, a big season as well. 2 Grand Prix wins behind you as well, with 2 different horses.
No, I think I'm quite good in horses now at the moment, which I'm very happy with, because it's not so easy these days. Had one win with Dana Blue. She will compete tomorrow here in the team class. And in Monte Carlo it was Beauville, one of my young horses. Is 9 years old, and I'm very happy to ride this horse. Yeah.
Well, let's come on to this Prague Lions tonight. Who are the big dangers to you? Who are you looking out for? Who are your big rivals?
I think I didn't look really the paper, but like you said, the best 4 teams are not competing tonight. So let's hope we are quite with that. They are already not competing today. So
But for you, into that top 8 is the main achievement tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever we finish in there. Madrid in motion, you're obviously going to sit back. You're probably going to watch tonight, I guess, and see how the opposition fares and see how they get on.
Yeah, see how the horses jump, and also I just want to have a look at the course, do the course walk, just see yeah, how high it is, and it's yeah.
And possibly a different feeling for you this year because you're coming in as favourites, whereas last year you were a little bit of a dark horse, or certainly one of the favourite teams.
Okay, but I think we all have the right experience to know that it's a different year, and we have to be every weekend focused. It never goes automatically.
Yeah.
Sometimes it looks like, or people think like this, but it's not always that easy, and we always have to make sure the horses are in the right shape, and see that we don't make any mistakes, because at this level, if we come 5 centimeters too far off or too deep, it can be risky. So we have to stay focused, and I think all the riders who are here knows that.
Or it could be the Super Slam and you win the Grand Prix and the teams.
Who knows?
We're going to coin the phrase Super Slam from now on. Thank you both.